Is Undercut going to be sent out here? Team Secret storming their way back across over onto the point. JEMKIN going to be taken down off screen. Already the fuse being started. The fight into heaven. It's going their way, but the fuse has already held a half. Envy now striking, and that's just going to be the cleanup coming in. Only one casualty. JESSIEVASH dead. And Secret will go ahead and take the opening pistol.
Yeah, you hit the... Could be a difference maker, but losing that early and then just being overwhelmed on the backside of the site. Well, their backside of the site makes it very tough.
Oh, JEMKIN just sprinting in down towards the sewer. Be made into his grave as Outlaw will go ahead and find that elimination cam set up here as well as the trips. It's going to be looking for the gate crash here into the back, it would seem. Envy set here for now. And now just a bit of a fake out there as everybody is just blinded up. Swing onto the corner. Monyet coming away with two there with the classic in hand. Resteady on the aim. Wild Oreo scoops up 3. Team C 28.
Had to pop his shield too.
And the box keeping him alive. Goes pushing forward. Wild Oreo backpedaling here. And JEMKIN will be able to find the headshot. Shield's going to be broken once again. We'll go their separate ways, but for now it is still going to be a player advantage here to the side of RRQ. As Monyet watching for this forward.
To play off the back of his clone. Throws a TP back towards Deep C. Got a player held outside the door with Crazy Guy. Oh, just barely won that fight.
Not that much damage taken, but yeah, Envy unable to find the headshot there. Jeremy on the entry, rides the wall forward, and will end up getting cut down. So
conditioning your setup early that you're going to go for these A hits, go for C. Could open up some avenues where you could do some weird stuff. Nice shot from Crazy Guy at the end. Take that.
Shockdart not getting the clear. Trip should be spotted out. And it will be taken down. So site opened up. Team Secret going to have to try to play here for the retake. JEMKIN going to be able to find one. Wild Oreo on the floor, but JEMKIN quickly traded out. Pop flash from Monyet. Swoops in, looking for a little bit more here. Spot out onto Envy. Will challenge into the site for the angle. He'll be able to come away with that elimination. JESSIEVASH, what is that turn? Shuts down Cushy. As now, Neural Depth reveals all. Envy hits a third, up and over the top. Crazy Guy able to find one, finds his second through the smoke, but cannot find the remaining two. Two players surviving. Team Secret not allowing for the tie-up to come in.
Another interesting thing. That was fast, too. Goodness. But still, the macro ideas look pretty good for RRQ, right? Like, they get the plant down, they've got a good read on the map, but just a phenomenal retake. Well, that's a great shot from xFaroe.
Close angle here. Jeremy reading this? No. Pulls off the angle. Doesn't check back the opposite way. And has no clue, so Crazy Guy is able to find that elimination. In the meantime, JESSIEVASH also here playing a corner. Finds JEMKIN, traded out. Wild Oreo, one taps as Cushy will fall. Spike now out into the open, but Crazy Guy continues to be crisp. Seems like RRQ nonplussed by the previous round. Come out swinging. Look to continue to try to run this one back. Get within touching distance. Crazy Guy with a 3K will get RRQ their second round.
Unfortunate, I was going to say for xFaroe, because he comes walking down that ramp thinking it's going to be free because Crazy Guy's in there.
Speaking of being in there, in the smoke are multiple players, and they will get flushed out. Jeremy able to find one, so Monyet does die. Envy now just sending out some shots, but is just going to be taken down as it's a very swift storming of they were after as our JEMKIN feeling it, but ISO on ISO action, looking for the kill, and JEMKIN will be able to have it. And there's the reset. And that's the end. Thanks, it's the kill contract. Tripwire all that's standing between RRQ and this B site. Around the corner in garage window is 2GE, but not much that he's going to be able to do to try to dissuade this. Hunter's Fury, however, does get opened up. Monyet going to be taken down. Wild Oreo at the same time. Able to find an op shot, peeks in for another as Cushy gets dropped. JEMKIN finds himself a third elimination. xFaroe around the back, the push out, finds the headshot. Neural Depth now going to be invested as he's just strafing back in towards JESSIEVASH. Looks to hold the corner. Vash is able to find it. Shot dart lobbed in, and JEMKIN, he got the shot. Not the kill, but fall into the shot. 2GE looking for a bit of a timing here, trying to close the gap. Just has that stinger, and it will just end up getting ground into a fine paste as JEMKIN comes away with 2 kills to further break things open here on the site.
Spike planted.
He got better odds. He's 2 HP lower than he was in the previous round.
He also has another kill contract.
Yes, he does.
this round. He had an assist on the first kill from Crazy Guy because he hit with the vulnerable. And whoa, a headshot, but
yeah, got a dink through that corner. Not impactful. And they force the exit. Hunter's Fury now going across to GE, going to be tagged up, cannot escape. Because she able to take him down, gets a follow-up pump as well on the Jeremy. Now tagged up at 70. That's going to be the kill contract coming through. Gets the grab here onto Moniette.
Or was that the clone?
Oh no, it's just the clone, as you say. That's a very real envy, though. Brought into the gulag, taken down. JEMKIN able to find that kill. Wild Warrior at the same time. Finds a pick. Moniette, the real Moniette, does end up falling. JESSIEVASH finding Crazy Guy, but JEMKIN still here, still wreaking havoc. 3K for him, make it a fourth. As, yep, it'd be so funny.
It would be. You just walk forward and then all of a sudden it turns on you. It's like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, see, like that, but in the kill contract. Just walk at him and hit the headshot.
Someday Durka will try it. He's got our backs, I'm sure. Man,
he's bought out. Moniette finds the kill, right back over into spawn, joins in with the rest of the team towards the A side of the map. JESSIEVASH going to be noted. Trip is cleared, and site is open here for the taking. Just Envy and Wild Oreo to try to see if they can stop this from being a flawless. Oh, drop down, split the difference. Just a tiny bit of damage found as Envy now with everything to do. Finds the first one. Shock Dart not quite connecting. Pharaoh, I mean, he's got the cam set up and everything. So weapon scooped, 4 bullets remaining. Shorty greeting him around the corner. As it's just a nigh impossible scenario. 7-3. Different word that starts with S. Waiting for that third and final shot. Nothing going to be found. Jeremy lingering here within the smoke. Moniette tucked over onto the side to push forward. Moniette swiftly deals with it. Pulls back over. Sights towards window. Already Envy cleared out. Not before JEMKIN does end up falling. Ooh. They make a go of this. Crazy Guy now alone. TP's over to the side, but 2GE's not sure where he's repositioned to. Crazy Guy can now just stay tucked here behind the box. Playing back and forth. This movement's heard. 2G's running.
Presence at mid. And then decides to use it over towards A. Again, left wide open, but ahead of it, and Jeremy's just shut down.
I mean, yep. Head's just taken off. Has the ult. JEMKIN still playing forward, so not the greatest position to try to utilize this as the pop flash comes through, but Moniette's got covering fire. Reset of the shield. JESSIEVASH will take him down, so that kill contract not going to be seen. Because she will find Jessie there in heaven. Crazy Guy once again. Just pushing 2GE to the side. And it is all eyes on heaven. We'll give them the shout out. I've been there. It's awesome.
Nice. I mean, I'm down for that too.
So I think we just do that. Let's just quick pivot it. I'm sure that both teams would be very happy to do so. JESSIEVASH, though, surviving. Down to 35 HP. Able to find the kill there. Moniette going to be dead for now.
Vulnerable hit. Oh, the positioning.
Oh, boy. Pharaoh pushing forward in the smoke. Able to find the first. Gets the second. Knows that there's a third, but cannot find it. Wild Oreo has managed to survive. That leaves Kush.
Could find a kill, like you said. This player's weakened up.
Oh my God, he's literally 1. He's literally 1 HP. But Wild Oreo will take the first fight.
He'll end up going this way, but the spike is leaning towards B. So this looks like it's a bit of a fake being attempted by Jesse and Jeremy. JEMKIN, though, slipping the net. Oh my God.
Sliding forward, Crazy Guy able to find Wild Oreo, finishes the job that he started earlier on. JEMKIN, a little bit scattered there, though. Does end up falling. Jeremy shield broken, dead. Cushy finds the headshot. 3 players strong in the cage. This is a rat race to grab the gun. The push forward. The gun's going to be remaining on the floor. JESSIEVASH able to find one there with the ghost. He's getting ready to fall. Crazy Guy up in heaven, finding another one now. Going to be felled as Envy able to put the bulldog to his head. Finds the kills and gets the scrape by victory.
And some close range weaponries on a sheriff. That's all Team Secret can scrape together. Oh my!
It's just going to find a timing. Studied at the University of Moniette, or Malco, I should say.
Yep.
Moniette just died. I'm just reading things. JEMKIN looking to try to disrupt here and catches the timing on the Wild Oreo. Will eat the full blind. Looks for the reset, finds it. And 2GE will find one more here from backside with that Stinger in hand. Looking for a little bit more bit damage. Finds a dink, but cannot find the kill. 3 players survive. RRQ not allowing for a bonus conversion, not allowing for Team Secret to really start snowballing a run back here. Pinned on the angle, should know that the cam was set up. Question is, does he continue to swing? Tucks in a little bit closer. As, oh, well, there's the recon. I think the drone came in from behind him. No one cleared it out. JESSIEVASH is able to bend that up through main into sewer. And that is the site now completely broken open because no one cleared the drone.
They suspect that there's a trap at that door. Maybe they can hear the tripwire.
Oh, Wild Oreo sends out the dimensional drift, spots onto Cushy, push forward through the smoke. We'll find JEMKIN as well, and Monyet going to be taken down as Envy finds the timing forward into the B site. Catches him completely off guard. The C site now open here for the taking as the neural theft gets the ping revealed out. JEMKIN is not ready for Envy's position, nor is Cushy. 3 snappy, quick kills. And as Envy maybe hearing and just, thinking there was going to be an approach here from the window. Looks for a little bit more greeds for it. Xfero eventually does manage to put him down, but similarly will get traded out quickly. As it is now just Crazy Guy in a 1v4. He is likely to hold on to this weapon, and it seems like Team Secret changing the script here from that first half, not allowing for the same sequence of rounds to go the way of RRQ.
You also have to think about the trap plays that were set up on the eco for RRQ. Going back to the anti-eco.
JEMKIN, he's just pushing out. He doesn't have a shield raised. He's just taken down. That's the one rifle. Down on the floor, thinking he was going to be able to find a timing, but instead just finds death. Crazy Guy trying to set up a smoke here to dissuade the push into the site, but Jeremy, having the double tap shield at the ready, going to be feeling a little bit more fearless here. So he gets ready to push out. Crazy Guy back plat and be able to find one. Cushy, 2 quick shots. Jeremy, 2GE both get taken down, but he will eventually fall. Monyet, the weapon recovered. Looking for a 1v3, first shot. Little bit of whiffage, eventually finds the head. As it's just gonna be a double faces! My God, what is that flag, Monyet? Flashes himself in from behind, and Envy will be able to stave him off, but my God. Yeah, and that's just gonna have to be the exit. Looking for the pull.
No do and me.
No do and me. That's Cushy gonna get pulled forward. And Jeremy has the instant headshot.
That was clean.
You're done.
I love when we change the POV and
it changes the voice line.
Yeah, it gives you the opposite. JEMKIN similarly could send his. Looks like he wants to try to push forward though into the site, but it's just gonna get taken down. Team Secret are very much starting to get themselves back into this. About to be separated by 1 round as 2GE is there on the flank. Do they at any point suspect this? Slightly unorthodox. G kind of looking for it. He actually TPs up into the smoke itself, and then Jeremy turns back to be able to find the kill. And otherwise, look to go down to the spike itself.
Jeremy's just gonna push the tempo.
Reveal on one in the corner. Jeremy does give his life. Cushy does once again find 2 with the Sheriff. Solid kills, but all the same, the ultimate was already online for him. He's gonna look to reposition. Drop down from 2GE, gun barrel spotted. 2GE! How does he not realize? He must have been looking somewhere else. Maybe a glance at the minimap, but either way, asleep at the wheel.
That's a gift.
And he is just crashing to the wall. JEMKIN though, getting caught on a little bit of timing, pulls off the... Continue to advance, ping reveal onto a couple of these players as JESSIEVASH repositions through the smoke. Triple push. Out of this left-hand side, Cushy able to find 2.
Spike down.
As it's now just Wild Oreo with the aforementioned 11 HP. Try to see if he can make it a little bit more costly, but a nice little jiggle out from Crazy Guy.
A much-needed defender side win.
Especially considering they didn't have to use any of the ultimates.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Wild Oreo set back, and this time it goes in for some recon. Checks in, nothing much spotted around B. TP's down into the sewer. We'll push forward, spots out JEMKIN. In the meantime, Envy manning the flank. A pull forward. JEMKIN versus Jeremy. Shield's out, shield's broken, JEMKIN winning. It's the reset, but yep, exits and is right there in front. Then,
yep,
flank coming through. Trying to fight his way out of this one here, but JESSIEVASH is going to be able to find it. Everything ripped out of the hands of... Okay, for now, Dimensional Drift to start. Monyet
just going to say.
sticking around. Hunter's Fury here from Cushy. Hunting. As Xpero's able to find one. There's a tag. No. Just a big reveal. Valorant gets a pick on the JEMKIN. Gets a pick on the Xpero. Crazy Guy now taken down to 2v3. Reveal is in, but Cushy, snappy with that Guardian shot. Swings out for a little bit more. Gets sat down. Monyet now. A 1v2 to try to prevent. And he cannot. Team Seek. Canceled. Clone.
There it goes.
Inching forward.
Did he get the clone? No.
It's Jeremy. See if he's going to be able to win it. He does. Finds a headshot. Wild Oreo going to be taken down. Crazy Guy able to find two over it. What with the Spectre, Xpero finds JESSIEVASH, and now it's just Envy in a 1v4. Breaks the shield. And he is completely and utterly pinned in, and it seems like RRQ are going to be taking this into overtime.
Of course. I mean,
woo! Here we go.
Like maybe they were just thinking about how they wanted to organize this round. Jesse with the early dart. Oh, there you go.
Oh, and JEMKIN.
Perfect.
Snappy as all hell, but RRQ starting to go ahead and explore other areas of the map.
Envy behind this door could be a real problem.
Is she able to find one? 2GE going to be taken down. Crazy Guy finding Envy. JESSIEVASH turned back to the door, so it seems like no, he has not.
Thought he did.
I could have sworn that he would have been able to spot that out. Either way, facing back into Garage. Looks for the transfer, cannot find it. Jeremy avoiding the undercut. Does get darted through the smoke. A 1v3. No shield, just the wall. Swings and finds the first. Crazy Guy on the floor can send the wall and try to hold for a half here. That's exactly what he's going to do. Sticks it to that point, pulls off the wall, falls, and both players out wide in the open.
Stack here on A, you've made the right read.
Fake out cleared, couple shots through. Shield now going to be raised from JEMKIN. He is fully blinded up and dead.
Oh
Jeremy Wild Oreo finding multi-kills apiece here. As all of a sudden, Team Secret just stormed their way into the site, suffer very little damage. And they find themselves in pole position to get the reset and extend this OT. There you go, flawless fashion on the attack. Gotta keep it quiet again. Shield goes up. Goes out, gate crash across the opposite side. Envy pushing forward into the smoke. Shorty from JEMKIN able to find the kill. WK just raised flash into his face though. Jeremy gonna be taken down. It's 2 GEs, only gonna be good for one. Now a 4v2. JESSIEVASH and Wild Oreo both approaching this long angle. There's that tripwire still holding them in place. Oh, jumpable. Never mind. And he's immediately going to be able to find one. JESSIEVASH similarly makes it over the tripwire. Just flash out, looking for something there in the corner. Should know that there's going to be one here behind the box after the shots come through, but just a full flash onto himself. Fortunately, does not get swung on. Drags across, finds Crazy Guy, but time's starting to get away from them here. Monyet just jiggling here at backside. JESSIEVASH swooping forward, able to find one, but the time is just not going to be here for him. As he's able to go ahead and clean up the kill, gets over onto it. As the fist bumps go out, knows that it's just not going to be possible. So RRQ once again getting themselves. Monyet pushing forward, gets onto a deep line outside of C. Sparrow try to hold things in. Okay, Envy gonna get caught. 2 GEs similarly drifting over into this direction. Trying to get the jump on him. He is able to do so. The headshot comes across. Shield now going to be popped broken though. As Xpero finds a kill, pushes up into the cyber cage. Wild Oreo out the back of window finds Crazy Guy. Drone timing. As that's JESSIEVASH dead on the floor alongside the spike. 8 left in the mag. The flash went across, getting a full catch there on his face. But Xpero able to drift away, keeps himself safe. 3v2 for the attempt of the retake. Similar scenes perhaps here from the drone, but JEMKIN's there for covering fire. Trap gets sprung, and now it's down to Wild Oreo. A 1v3. Single kill would give him a dimensional drift. Finds it, but Xpero swings out just in time. 15-13. RRQ off the back of the time. V out here in mid. Has contact about ready to come through. They now know his position. Crazy guy able to find one. Monyet looking for a little bit more. Tucks back, narrowly escapes. Paranoia at the ready. Wait for the rest of the team to call for the strike here.
30 seconds left.
It's okay, JEMKIN, first one to fall, but Xpero swings the corner. A couple shots through that smoke. Is able to find it, trades it, maintains the advantage here for the team. Jeremy at 12 health. The Paranoia still in the back pocket, now goes through. 2GE completely blinded up, regains vision. Shots flying, finds the head of one. Xpero dead. Now it is all on Monyet. To close out the first character, or the first player there, and is able to do so. And
Wild Oreo saying, no. You can't push out short again. Oh, Jeremy just knocking down JEMKIN.
Yeah, can't jiggle on.
Good awareness from Team Secret. That was their own smoke too, so just being really diligent here. I mean, you had to think, a lot of teams, oh boy.
And Cushy not seeing enough there. Ends up getting taken down. Wild Oreo pushing forwards. Got a crossfire setup. Heal found. Outlaw now scooped up. Envy, however, still able to find one. The scope in. Nope. Not fast enough. Xpero dead. B site opened up. Crazy guy. See if he can find anything, and he does. It's a kill here. Looks for a little bit more. Dancing around these shots. And takes 2GE dangerously low, but cannot confirm it.
It's power map away.
He's got dash at the ready. Wild Oreo. Is he just going to stump him here with a shorty? He's certainly going to try. Backpedaling though. Monyet is able to find one, but Jeremy chasing up close. Comes away with two. Looks for the opener. As JEMKIN cannot escape. While watching here from main, the first shot wide. As Xpero trying to open things up from the door, but Envy just repositioned.
Anticipation, another crossfire setup, another trap attempted by RRQ, potentially. Cushy though with the rifle.
Hell of a shot, but quickly traded out. Vandal on the floor, looks like should be recoverable from Xpero. He's just around the corner of it. For now, doesn't know if he's going to be able to retrieve it. Doesn't want to swing out. JEMKIN holding here at tree alongside Crazy Guy. They just try to cycle these smokes up front. Stinger though, not going to be able to find that kill. Crazy Guy dead, just a bit of damage crossing the Wild Oreo, but even then it's not too much. Monyet will be able to finish the job. TP's back over into hell, but Team Secret have every idea of his position. And will just be a spray through the smoke to go ahead and flush him out.
Right.
Every single little advantage, even minute, can snowball into something greater. As Envy from the flash, entry coming through. Jeremy does get shut down, but Wild Oreo now storming his way forward. Weapon drawn out. Cushy eventually able to find the headshot.
Take flight.
One going through, quickly cleared out. Monyet there at boats as well. It's a spot up to Envy. RRQ. Looking like JESSIEVASH. He'll let him know exactly where he is. Salvos knows that any damage he could get would be very nice, but that's a very quick shot.
That round, him staying alive, him securing the boats.
Like a fast hit.
Surprise.
Sees the gate crash, but Paranoid up here, running out of knives, and Cushy is able to go ahead and spray down to get the kill. Crazy Guy with a peek through the smoke, able to find one more. Armageddon at the time, confirm the kill. Monyet going to be down to 46. Jeremy, Paranoid, the Armageddon sent. Oh, though, push alongside that one though. Monyet is here at switch, is going to get taken down. Jeremy with a monstrous 4K.
Gonna use the decoy there to pop the wall. Very wise. Very wise from Team Secret.
Goes ahead, get rid of that. Create some pressure. As Wild Oreo pushing forward. Monyet here at tree. Gonna be taken down. Smokes your Paranoia, now gone. As looks to go up and over the tops. Cushy able to find one. Cushy looking for that second. Thinks Jeremy low, but cannot take him down. Jeremy shrugging off the pressure. JEMKIN gonna go on a push. Trying to see if he can find some value here, some impact, but instead he is just going to find a couple bullets to the face.
Salvos to clear the util at the front. Just some jump peeking.
And JEMKIN just swings out. Wild Oreo's there, ready with the operator. Sealed Garden going to be sent out. Two players stacked up here in boats. And it's Cushy sending out a shock dart. Exit out of the dimensional drift. Xfero able to find one. Crazy guy, I don't even know if he realized that his teammates just tied behind him, but they had a trade out. But Envy, oh, he's just gonna go ahead and swoop his way forward into the B site.
Oh my.
Monyet now.
Spike
Last one
planted.
standing. 1v3, even if he gets the clutch. They've suffered so many losses. Spray through the wall. Almost certainly result in a kill here. Angles are being watched, finds the first one, and Envy finds an unexpected.
Goes. This one catch RRQ off guard.
Double face in, and very quickly will take him down. Monyet
Time to jump.
just going to be cycling this smoke as the gate crash goes forward into the site.
Fake teleport.
Salvo's not checking into wine, but Jeremy is. And it's just going to be the one shot sent out as he stays alive. Great crash spotted. Fake out, rushing forward, gun barrel spotted. Crazy guy able to find the one, but Wild Oreo, I mean, it's just in so deep. He's taking forward space here in heaven with the op. Xfero out in mid, noted. Does manage to find one kill, but
World. They're gonna line up. They've got a lot of util here to keep him uncomfortable. Oh my, and as they went to clear the drone, they got him. They got him.
cannot get
Saw the elbow.
forward. Yeah, should have been able to spot it out there. And as Armageddon goes up to try to clear out this A heaven position. Wild Oreo, he just peeks out. He's the one swinging. JEMKIN's the one dead. Pushing from behind, second pump of the shorty. 2GE finds Monyet.
Haven.
Here.
So you never know, but it is a scent. I mean, they're checking.
Xfero, if you beat this, okay. Say no one will forget. Cannot escape from pizza, does get taken down. As oh, this is getting awkward. Looking for the stun setup. We'll be able to go ahead, clear that out. Saves the operator.
Rounds for Secret, and it feels like it's just Jover.
I mean, they haven't been able to get a pistol either.
No, exactly.
Not something you can realistically rely on. Hunter's Fury opened up here from Cushy. Knives out from Wild Oreo, and that's Crazy Guy on the floor. Armageddon does get sent, but Wild Oreo able to find another one as Jeremy does get taken down here. It over. As they have Wild Oreo set up in deep here on the site. He's at health. Updrafts up over the top. Spotting out. Takes him low. JEMKIN will be able to take him down. The spike has slipped the net, and now you've got Envy in this monstrous flank position. How patiently can he play it? There's one. There's two. Collects them both. Looks for the third. Cannot make it happen. JEMKIN gets himself a third kill. It's him versus JESSIEVASH.
Spike planted.
Plays it quietly. Salvos sent. JEMKIN in ahead of these. Does Jessie read this? Maybe, perhaps, but does not matter. JEMKIN with a headshot with the 4K. Gets activated here when they need him the most. And RRQ will be able to get themselves a second round win. Looks like maybe running the clock a bit to have a bit more chatter.
Yes, that's what I'm pretty sure just happened. I think they wanted to use this as a moment to take a breath, talk.
Meantime, Envy, bit of damage taken. As Monyet paranoid here, but working within his own smoke. Set expire, 2G able to find one. Shots lined up, Monyet finding the headshot, goes for a quick little TP reposition. Draws out the shorty, and Monyet massacres him. Whoo, boy.
30
Sure,
seconds left.
he's only looking to cut the lead down by a little bit. But that was still very clean on the movement.
No, that was nasty.
2GE will not die to an A. Done.
Here.
JEMKIN sliding forward here into the smoke. We'll find one. 2GE answers back in kind. Tiny bit of damage taken from on to 13.
You see Jeremy.
I don't think so, but
Doesn't matter.
clearly is wary about it. Drone coming forward, just going to get cleared out in the meantime. Envy taking contact over here at B main, ends up falling to the wayside, but not before. Salvo's going to be sent. Paranoia connecting on the Crazy Guy. JESSIEVASH peeking out from market, able to find one. Still though, the players, such little HP, 31 between them all. But is it enough to get it done? It absolutely is. Qeon and Xfero cannot find the targets. Ford is
Diligent. That's huge. 9 kills, the most that anybody on RRQ can boast. They're not going to buy up. Going for the classics. Judge in their face.
puts it to immediate effect. Xfero going to be able to spam out one through that smoke, but Thorns lock him in place. Monyet has the judge now in hand, 23 HP. It's gone. He will fall. Xfero coming away with another. Now 2 casualties.
The full armors, but enough money behind it for RRQ as they full saved. Got to get it going now if it's going to happen. Oh, that was good. Caught a mid-dash.
Here.
Oreo take it down. Ping out. JESSIEVASH. Position reinforced here by Envy, but the swing onto the corner, able to find one. And JEMKIN, snappy on the turn, does pick up the third.
Cutting through.
RRQ needing as clean of around here as they could possibly get. JEMKIN will get taken down, but Jeremy quickly traded out. Now it's just 2 GE with a stinger in hand, approaching over towards Market to see if he can get a little bit more damage through. Smoke falling, and he will. Monyet taken down. Now, cannot avoid detection. There's Cushy, spotted, down low, and spray out there from Crazy Guy. Losing track of it a bit. Sfero tucked to tiles. Starting to drift back at 2 GE now at risk of getting caught, and he shall. Kill comes in. Spike getting planted in the meantime here. As Jeremy trying to break it open, will be able to do so. Finds that kill, gets a weapon upgrade, brings it back to parity at a 4v4. Drone over the top, spotting Envy, spotting Wild Oreo. Who gained on the 2, shock dart a little bit wide. Ooh, that one. Damn near point blank. Decent amount of damage going to be suffered there as Jeremy stunned up here into the open, ends up falling. Armageddon respected there by Envy. They now try to make their way forward to try to get this crunch going here on the site. The shot's starting to fly in, but Monyet keeps himself alive, finds the final 2. And 3.
The open space with some good pausing. Waiting out the util. This is going to be fast.
Oh, flash over the top, the jump out. JEMKIN absolutely shredded. He's by himself.
Retrieving flash.
No one else there.
Oh my.
Envy demands respect
Ultimate's ready.
as Team Secret look to get up to map point off the back of a thrifty. Remember what I said, nothing for free.
No.
2 huge shots and a botched execute from JEMKIN over at A main. And Envy finds himself a 3rd. Crazy Guy now needing to clutch it out. Falls down to about half HP. His flash, his paranoia is all flying his way. Fights back for 1 more kill, but can find nothing more.
Learned the hard way. Now they have a bunch of ults. Yeah.
Gets him on his feet. Go off King. Well, now Tiles Crunch attempt going to be coming through, and it's looking damn good so far. They want to bring this to a very swift finish now. And they're drifting in to one of the more stacked ones as there's the drone coming through. Looking to try to pressure him out of the corner, and JESSIEVASH does get taken out.
Thorns activated.
Mid. 2 players, turns around, and looks like he's been spotted out. A pixel out of place.
Spike planted.
A gate crash just there in the
1
corner
enemy remaining.
as he will fall. Spike will get the fuse, 13-5. Team Secret dominant here on their map.
But it's more than that, in my opinion, for Team Secret. Quick TP up.
Envy aggressively taking some space here. Wild Oreo eating quite a bit of damage as Envy gets the jump, and Monyet has no clue whatsoever. It's up getting taken down. Wild Oreo going to be traded out. Flanks, you can see their sights turned back in towards B. Envy rushing up alongside the smoke. The push out coming through. Finds a headshot onto 1. Turns, looks for a little bit more. Xfero able to find Envy. As JEMKIN fights back, and it's now down to JESSIEVASH. Finds the first. And the fuse is just not going to be there for him. It's another Red Bull clutch. Help!
Play set up here by RRQ. Jesse trying to figure it out with those prowlers, with the haunt. Tejo, util in response.
JEMKIN.
Nice.
Okay. It's in there, right click to find the 5 players alive for the side of RRQ, but it's about to be a bit of a painful situation as they try to get themselves back into the site. Cushy going to be taken down. Free peek out, shot goes wide. Monyet able to find 1 more, but he himself dangerously low. Comes up with another one.
Jesse. And trying to catch him with those stuns and into those salvos.
And it's going to be the aftershock instead. This Crazy Guy just collects 2. And there's one way to start off an anti-bonus.
Yeah, those combos, again. Stun forces them back. There's salvos there, and then the aftershock as well. Brilliantly set up.
Fantastic trap play. Smoke blooming, JEMKIN pre-firing, Jeremy dying. And solid, clean anti-bonus so far here from the side of RRQ. Team Secret is going to be looking to try to get what damage they possibly can. V's position going to be noted. Sent to the Paranoia, swing onto the corner. Xpharaoh able to go ahead and stave him off. 2GE now spotted. JEMKIN, he's seen him. And he's going to want the kill. He's not going to get the kill. 2GE, nicely done. Comes up with a headshot. Finds an elimination, picks up a weapon. Tap at the plant. Shot ringing out, but
30 seconds
they're well
left.
aware that he is not sticking this at all. Will now do so here behind the pillar. As the Paranoia stuns flying his way. Cushy will just go ahead, run him down, get the defuse. RRQ get themselves on the board here in round number 3.
Yeah, this is really nice stuff from RRQ. Great util, obviously gets 2 kills, so it's hard to do it better than that. Fade there. So really couldn't get the info if you're gonna make it a B push. Instead, Cushy's just like, hey, look at me. You guys won't expect this.
Well, they did not, and he's not going to overstay either. Gets in, gets one. Plant now getting ready to come through.
30 seconds left.
They're going to have a 5v4 retake in front of them for RRQ. A little bit of util to use for sure. Some flashes. It's Paranoias. JEMKIN gets a kill onto Wild Oreo. And then he goes right into the drift.
Trying to scout out here as much as possible. Envy going to be noted dead. JEMKIN with a nice shot up over the top, finding one, but 2GE answers back another, but in the end, 3 players surviving. RRQ going to tie things up at 2-2.
Yeah.
Fuse handed it over to Crazy Guy. Rolling Thunder now going to be online.
Yeah.
Quick clear on the haunt. Crazy Guy. He is just very swiftly swooping forward. The Prowler not checking his position. Shots now bringing out. Flank potential, yes. Wild Warrior, he'd already got a previous kill. Cushy stacked up relatively here at Tree. Time starting to tick away. Dwindling. Oh, tries to go for the flick. A 2GE a bit faster. Team Seek very crazy here. As 2GE able to backpedal, gets away from those salvos. The chase still coming through from RRQ. 3-man push out over towards the spawn. 2GE potentially here at risk and will get taken out. JEMKIN will find that kill, and Xpharaoh wins the duel against Jeremy. Does get punished as he exits the decay to expire. Showstopper now. Invested from Wild Oreo. Fault line to try to slow him up. JEMKIN. The tap, just trying to bait this. Even goes for the gate crash. The rocket held as long as they possibly could. Now gets sent. Concussed through, paint shells down, things starting to get chaotic here in the post plant. As it's going to be a lot of fire back and forth here through the smoke. Neither team able to see each other. Defuse being held. Diffuser killed. They re-tap it, they drop down, and Cushy just hounds them all to hell.
Roll some dice.
Even by APAC standards, that was above average.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the vulnerable.
No, and the blind, and Xpharaoh, or rather JEMKIN, dead. Xpharaoh tucked away. And it doesn't seem like they're suspecting this. They don't, and Xpharaoh is able to collect 2. In the end, it's going to be 3v3, but Envy down to 47.
Yeah.
Armageddon sent here. Monyet just taking a quick little peek out. Not seeing anything.
Well, the TP in a tree. He's going to stick it.
Gotta be cautious. Crazy Guy at the moment not looking, and Envy collecting. Quick with a headshot. Opens up the sight. Cushy going to be the first on the scene here. Does he play it slow, quiet? Does he try to get the salvos out, prevent the plant, allow for Monyet to get a little bit closer? Well, looks like he's just going to make it through the door, and he's going to find 2GE. Spike is still in hand here for JESSIEVASH, looking for the plant at back sight. Salvos now sent. We'll get, I think, 1 pump of damage. Yep. Whittles away at him down to 67.
One suppressed.
Suppressed there for the moment, waits out the haunt.
1 enemy remaining.
The fight on the corner goes the way of Cushy. Now it's down to Envy. Rides the rope, down below. Looking for the push forward, and Cushy realizes it. A quick flick, finds that headshot, and RRQ will find themselves once again in the lead.
Yeah, I think a body block.
Sight. In the meantime, a TP forward. JEMKIN. He does have the dimensional drift, but it's just going to be the double face forward. Cushy only going to be good for 1. Oreo, Jeremy, 1 apiece. The wall gets raised, the undercut across here towards Crazy Guy. I mean, for all of his spraying, he somehow is not coming away with a kill. 2GE refaces into Xpharaoh, finds him at the door.
Well ahead of that. If they just swing that corner, I don't know if Monyet can hang on. He's not expecting it. Yep, Envy's got it.
There, no charges.
Little trap setup attempts here outside of B, but avoided. All of Team Secret now piling in towards his A site. Monyet alone, starting to get a sense of what's coming his way. Will backpedal up over the top. Shields there, broken. Tries to rotate out, has the knife pulled, and ends up getting taken down. Wild Oreo just sitting in the blast pack here. Riding the rope as Pit now dropped on the site. No attempt at the blind spray. It's just a silent swing around the back, catching Wild Oreo off guard.
I'll handle this.
Oh,
And has now the dimensional drift to try to scout JESSIEVASH. Playing forward though, snappy to find the first as Cushy falls, gets Xferal through the box.
Enemy remaining.
Crazy guy still fighting as Envy alone. Paranoia said, connects onto both. Drags across for the drop. Xferal wisely delaying the slide down. Said nope, sends it up over the top. Still not going to be found. And okay, Envy catching a glimpse here, I believe, on the Crazy guy. Ladder had not seen him, but it's just going to be the Paranoia in the back away as the spike gets planted here on the A site. Player advantage now here in their hands. Cushy dead. There's Wild Oreo.
any sense that there's open space on A, they just pounce. They're happy to try to break through that single controller. Whoever's holding it, goodbye, Crazy guy.
Trying to make something happen. Envy looking for a little bit more as well, and he's going to find them both.
Trying to take those fights to him when he's by himself. Little do they know.
Double swing on this corner coming through. Envy finding the first.
Not a ton of firepower behind this.
Stinger pre-fire spray, not going to be finding too much of anything there. Jeremy just pushes up into the smoke, finds Crazy guy. JESSIEVASH noting Xfero's position as 2GE. Noting this push around the back from Cushy. Right now, Team Secret feels like they are zoomed out, watching every single bit of the
Protocols, phenomenal thinking today. Clearly have done their homework. And so okay.
JEMKIN getting out wide is able to find Envy. So raid boss down.
Poison's off.
Few others to go through though. Jeremy's one away
True.
from his ult.
This is a council fight.
Yeah.
Wild Oreo is still, of course, going to be standing here, but no ults to speak of unless Jeremy can get that kill contract online. Armageddon is available. Okay, never mind. Cushy's dead. Crazy guy gone. Now the kill contract coming through. Monyet pulled into the gulag, able to win out the fight. Is the punish going to be there?
Enemy remaining.
Yes. Now it's just JEMKIN finding the first, needing to find them all. Picks up one.
Time is going to be of the essence here for JEMKIN.
He's going to try to slow creep in. Win the first one here. It's going to say instantaneous swing from JESSIEVASH.
No charges.
Pushing forward, paint shell's just going to be sent out there. Looking for some damage, but only 7 to be found there. Auto Xferal. JESSIEVASH overwhelmed here outside of rubble. Won't fall as JEMKIN's able to find the headshot. Quick pivots though. Team Secret wrapping around, trying to get themselves over towards this A site. As JEMKIN and Monyet both taking a bit of damage. Push forward from Wild Oreo, maybe a little bit too bold. Ends up falling. Jeremy finding 2. Just to make this as even as possible here for 2GE. But it looks like RRQ will finally get it done. They pick up their first pistol.
As expected with the pistol, and yeah, RRQ gets the win.
They do. Envy tucked here behind Mound, flushed out. Monyet finding that. JEMKIN does fall, just had the ghosts, so still she eats a tiny little bit of damage. But ultimately can tuck back and get the spike planted.
Oh my god.
Okay.
On cooldown.
Xferal. Maybe he can try to, rotate in, grabs it off the top of the box. As shields out, Jeremy diving forward, finds the shorty pump there.
Last player
Suddenly,
standing.
even more damage is dealt.
way.
JESSIEVASH. No shot. No way. In hell. Down to the last bullet. They dropped the pistol, but who gives a damn? The 3K found the round. Team Secrets. Yeah, so a little bit of firepower. Try to turn the tides with this one, but that was just an absolute haymaker to the jaw of RRQ in that previous round.
Secret, but really, Team Secret doesn't have to move too much. They've got enough map control that they can
30
hold some
seconds
crossfires here. And it's on RRQ to break through. Oh, that's a good start.
Does. That's the gulag now coming through as JEMKIN will get put down. Wild Oreo in the meantime, looking to maintain some dominance, but Crazy Guy wins the fight versus Jeremy. Xfero gets set up here back towards tree. Crazy Guy at drop. Uncertain how long here on the fault line is. Ooh, Xfero, I thought for a second maybe he was showing a pixel out of place, but just goes for the timing swing, finds 2GE. But it's Envy. Some noise made. Fault line at the ready, sends the paranoia on the corner, but Crazy Guy from behind will be able to strike him down.
I mean, you said it best. This is just SEA Valorant.
Okay, well, JESSIEVASH can't see a damn thing. I don't know if JEMKIN could either.
He'll pivot back. We'll see.
Paranoia caused an immense amount of disruption. Not gonna fall for the fake out here. It's just gonna be a tap at the door, but Jeremy sprang through, able to find one. Xfero does get taken down, but it's a trade on the Vipers as Wild Oreo gonna try to stem the tide in onto the B site and can't find too much of anything.
Spike planted.
Jeremy, shield raised, instantly dealt with. As Envy able to scoop up the weapon, but cannot put it to use. RRQ is back, but likes what he sees. Sight opened up, and Xfero noting the flank.
Beautiful.
Yep, able to find Jeremy.
Spike planted.
Spike now in play. Wild Oreo does have a showstopper, but getting into a position to try to send it. For now, Paint Shell does go out to try to clear a drop. And he's going to be able to go ahead, plant that one right at JEMKIN's feet, but not before JEMKIN snipes him out of the sky. So a 1-for-1 exchange there at drop. The wall falling, Xfero blinding another Envy. Now taken down. This is 2GE and JESSIEVASH. Try to pull off
Time.
the 2v3, but like you said, time just not going to be there, Jesse. Looking like he's going to be the one trying to call for the escape, but he cannot get away. Operator does get...
Only one player. No, they're holding. They're holding. They're being patient. I like this.
Slowly inching onto the line, and Xfero says, well, checking forward, fault line, center. Ooh, I don't think he noticed. I think he turned too quickly. He did not see JESSIEVASH.
I think you're right.
Either way, though, Xfero monitoring the flanks. Finds 2GE, so even with this unscouted position here from JESSIEVASH, the likelihood of it delivering many results, nope, it's going to be silent. So Envy able to find one, peeks in with the operator. They're going to look to try to take this out of his hands. Pretty strong idea of where he's going to be at, and they're going to be coming at him from every single possible angle. Envy, can he fight his way out of this corner? First shot is there. The backstab coming through. Flash set, fully blinded up, and JEMKIN will collect. 9-9. We are going across as things are getting chaotic. The Nightfall as well. Trying to get a bit of information, and Envy at the same time. Slid up alongside the door, but Monyet in around the back, able to find one. 2GE going to be taken down. The smokes just cover the site. Push forward, JEMKIN finding one. Gets traded out. Envy coming away with two. The pit now going to be dropped. Monyet dead. Delay there from the aftershock. Crazy Guy sending out the fault line, but the defuse is being held, and Envy, I think he's got it done. He absolutely has. Salvos, however.
Whoa!
Has he just got it? He has.
It's just brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. I mean, the fact that he gets the pit dropped so quickly there.
Toxins going up.
6 million.
6.
Monyet dead. Spray forward into the smoke, and Wild Oreo comes away with another one. He was fully blinded.
Pretty nice there. Throw up the toxic screen. Jesse can throw some util. Boombot check. Might even got a spot. Ooh. Well, yep. Easy money for Jesse. Gets a double. Right there to trade after Wild Oreo got taken down. Now you're just down to Xfero for RRQ.
Damn near flawless. Xfero makes it maybe a little bit more costly. Spike on the floor, but options limited. Swings in, double face, out from connector, team secret. Just looking for the concussive bounce. Envy still here. Top of the box, swings out, does end up falling, but Wild Oreo able to find one. JESSIEVASH comes up with 3, gets the 4th.
Goodbye, Viper. Well fought. My ult.
Goes on, spots out one over at Waterfall. Just checks around the back.
Here.
Calls that it's a bit more opened up, and look at this, the refill of space from Wild Oreo. It's so damn smart. They know exactly what JEMKIN's gonna look to do. He finds the punish, the showstopper, drawn out. Quick exit though. We try to get out over towards Mountains. 2 players there. Flanks coming in from the other 2. This crazy guy tries to hold his own, but they're gonna be too late. The defuse is just being stuck. Finds one. The snake bite. No chance, no time.